Hello everyone, I'm Nitesh Sharma and I welcome you all to the EduBridge IAS in News. Today we'll be discussing the Uttar Pradesh new population policy that will be beginning from 2021 until 2030. If you are living in India, if you are living in the state of Uttar Pradesh, if you are preparing for the government examination, if you are preparing for civil service examinations, and if you are interested in the policies of the country, this topic is very important for you. So please stick to your chairs and listen to whatever we are discussing in this topic. Okay. And अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज एडुब्रिज आईएएस को सब्सक्राइब करें सो दैट you do not miss such important topics for your exam preparation. ठीक है. Now, why this topic is important? Not just because of being a resident of this country, but also because of the UPSC syllabus that has the topic Indian society, that have the subtopic population and associated issues. Also, this topic is important from the point of view of case studies. Okay, that will be asked in your GS paper 4. This topic is also important from the prelims point of view because through this topic some basic conceptual questions can be asked in the prelims examination. Okay, now if you are preparing for this year prelims and if you are worried about your current affairs preparation, do not worry. From 1st of August we are beginning with our batch. That will be from 1 a.m. to 3 p.m. The cost is very minimum, and in that class you will be having the complete section wise coverage of the current affairs topics by me, that is Nitish Sharma. The linkage will be there between the GS topics and the current topics. So these classes will not be totally dedicated only on the current affairs. They will provide you the linkages also so that you can have a kind of quick revision for the exam point of view. Daily practice questions will be given and you will be given comprehensive notes so that you do not need to search here and there for your current affairs preparation. Okay. Now, what the policy is all about and what are the concepts associated with that, इसको हम बहुत ध्यान से अब समझेंगे. Now, recently the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh unveiled the Uttar Pradesh Population Policy 2021 to 2030. इससे पहले उत्तर प्रदेश स्टेट लॉ कमीशन also released the draft Uttar Pradesh Population Control, Stabilization and Welfare Bill 2021, and this is now open for public comments. ठीक है, this is the draft bill which is open for public comments till 19th July. ठीक है, if you want to give your opinion also, you can always visit the website of the Uttar Pradesh government and give your opinion regarding this new bill. ठीक है. अब बिफोर वी प्रोसीड आपको कुछ कंसेप्ट्स यू नीड टू नो सो दैट ये पॉलिसी आपको समझ में आए. फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट इज infant mortality rate. Infant is that child which is between the age group of 0 to 1 year. Infant is the child which is in the age group of 0 to 1 year, and the infant mortality means death. So infant mortality rate is the number of children who are dying before attaining the age of 1 per 1000 live births. ठीक है, per 1000 live births. Live birth means the child who is born alive. ठीक है, it is only counting live births, it is not counting the stillborn child. It is not counting the stillborn children. इसको और सिंपल तरीके में समझे कि ये उन्हीं बच्चों को काउंट करते हैं जो पैदा होते ही रोते हैं. ठीक है, पैदा होते ही रोते हैं. That means the children who are born alive. Total fertility rate अगर आपको सिंपल लैंग्वेज में समझाया जाए तो एक विमेन अपने पूरे रिप्रोडक्टिव लाइफ टाइम में कितने बच्चों को बर्थ दे सकती हैं. अ वुमेन, हाउ मेनी एवरेज नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन कैन शी रिप्रोड्यूस. ठीक है, दैट इज द टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट. अगर हम इसको एवरेज नंबर लेके पूरी कंट्री का, सो इट इज द रेट, एवरेज रेट of the number of women in their reproductive years and how many children they are giving birth to. ठीक है, this is the total fertility rate. ये fertility rate जनरली हम लोग रिप्लेसमेंट रेट के आसपास रखने की कोशिश करते हैं, that is 2.1. आप लोगों ने हमेशा सुना होगा ना कि हमारे दो बच्चे दो ही अच्छे, और एक बहुत बड़ा फेमस आजकल चल रहा है, दो बच्चे हैं मीठी खीर, बाकी बच्चे हैं, ये आप कंप्लीट खुद से कर लीजिएगा. तो this is the replacement rate, यानी कि a couple is giving their replacement to the earth. A couple is giving its replacement to the mother earth, यानी कि two are giving two to this earth. तो ये replacement rate होता है. Generally, total fertility rate is always identified to be closer to the replacement rate. ठीक है, ये दूसरा कंसेप्ट है। थर्ड कंसेप्ट इज मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट। मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट मींस द नंबर ऑफ women who lost their lives during the childbirth. Number of women who lost their lives during the childbirth. अब ये कहाँ कैसे काउंट होता है? जो infant mortality rate है, it is counted per 1000 live births. It is counted per lakh live birth. लेकिन it is also counted with live birth, not the number of women who are giving birth to a child. यही भी लाइव बर्थ से ही काउंट होता है। बहुत अच्छे समझिएगा, ये कंसेप्ट प्रीलिम्स में एज अ स्टेटमेंट आ सकता है। तो मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट इज द नंबर ऑफ मैटरनल डेथ्स ड्यूरिंग अ गिवन पीरियड पर 1 लाख लाइव बर्थ। ठीक है, 1 लाख लाइव बर्थ। अब इसमें जो केस इंक्लूड होते हैं, दैट इज एनी कॉज रिलेटेड टू or aggravated by pregnancy or its management. It does not include accidental or incidental cases. It does not include accidental and incidental cases. Plus, it is not only including the pregnancy and the childbirth, it is also including the time period within the 2 days of the termination of pregnancy. Okay, if someone has planned to abort the child and they have terminated the pregnancy within 42 days, also if the mother has passed away, that will be counted in the maternal mortality rate, that is the MMR. ठीक है, ये 3 कंसेप्ट आपको समझने हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपको तभी हमारी जो न्यू पॉलिसी आ रही है वो समझ में आ पाएगी। ठीक है, आई होप यू आर क्लियर विद दिस। नाउ वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग विद द पॉलिसी। अब द यूपी पॉपुलेशन पॉलिसी इज फोकस्ड अपॉन bringing the total fertility rate to 2.1 by 2026 and 1.9 by 2030. ठीक है, 2.1 by 2026 and 1.9 by 2030। ये आप समझ गए किस भी बारे में बात हो रही। Also, the population policy will focus upon increasing the accessibility of the contraceptive measures. ठीक है, जो बर्थ कंट्रोल मेजर्स होते हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल the use of condoms by males or the use of copper T और कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल्स बाय विमेन। ठीक है, और कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव मेथड्स भी होते हैं लाइक वेसेक्टोमी एंड ट्यूबेक्टोमी। तो ये वाले मेथड की एक्सेसिबिलिटी बढ़ाएंगे। ठीक है, दे विल इंक्रीज द accessibility of these methods. They will also provide the facilities for having a family planning program and a proper system of safe abortion. ठीक है, तो अगर आप 5 key areas देखें of the population policy is population control। इसके अलावा और भी चीजें, सिर्फ ये पॉपुलेशन कंट्रोल करने पे फोकस नहीं है। दूसरा है, इट विल प्रोवाइड द केयर ऑफ एल्डर्स, because if they are having less number of children, so there will be less number of people taking care of them in their old age. It will also provide the ending curable maternal mortality and illness, यानी कि the protection of the mother. It will end the infant mortality, or it will provide the reduction in the infant mortality rate and also help in ensuring the nutrition status of children. It will also provide the information and the facilities for reproductive health and the betterment of sexual health. तो ये 5 पिलर्स पे फोकस्ड है हमारी न्यू पॉपुलेशन पॉलिसी। अब थ्रू दिस creative you can see the focus areas. First focus area is to reduce the total fertility rate. I have already told you about that. ठीक है, it is in one draft and the other draft there is a confusion, लेकिन हम इसको मान के चल रहे हैं it should be less than 2। ठीक है, it should be less than 2 by 2030. The use of contraceptive should be increased from 31% to 45% by 2026 and 52% by 2030. The use of male contraception should increase from 10.8% to 15.1% by 2026. The maternal mortality rate is planned to be or envisaged to be decreased from 197 to 150 by 2026 and 98 by 2030. The infant mortality rate is also envisaged to be reduced from 43 to 32 by 2026 and 22 by 2030. It is also planning to decrease the under 5 mortality rate, यानी कि child who are in the age group of 0 to 5, उनको वो भी कम करना है from 47 to 35 in 2026 and 25 by 2030. ठीक है, 25 by 2030. Okay, चलिए now we'll continue further. क्या provisions है इस बिल के? क्या provisions है इस बिल के? बहुत अच्छे समझते हैं। पहला provision that this bill will not give any preference or will not give any exception to the polygamous marriage. अगर one father, one person is having three wives. One person is having three wives, B, C, and D. Where from one wife he is having one child, from two he is having two children, and from one having one child. The total number of children will not be counted as 1, 2, and 1. It will be counted as 4. It means one father is only allowed to have two children as per this policy. Okay, so it is not giving any exception to the polygamous marriage or polygamous couple. Okay, let us look at the other provisions. Now, what are the facilities or incentives? What are the facilities and incentives are to be provided by this policy? Policy के aims हम लोग समझ गए, incentives क्या मिल रहे हैं? So the public servants who are the government employees, they will be provided 2 additional increments if they adopt the 2-child norm. ठीक है, and at the same time they're going for voluntary sterilization. Voluntary sterilization means for male it is vasectomy and for females it is tubectomy. If they are doing that, then through this policy they will be provided 2 additional increments during their service. Subsidy to purchase a plot or house or a built house from the housing board or development authority. They will be given soft loan for construction or the purchasing of house. They will be given rebate on the charges for utility, yani कि water bill, electricity bill or house tax. They will be given relief for the maternity and paternity leave also up to 12 months. ठीक है, with full salary and allowances. Generally आप comment section में बताइएगा what is the provision of maternity leaves, what how many number of weeks maternity leaves minimum is to be provided. ये अब बढ़ाकर 12 months कर दी गई है. ठीक है, 12 months कर दी गई है. तो इसमें भी आप बताएंगे कि कितना डिफरेंस है. ठीक है, हम आपको नहीं बताएंगे so that we see how much focus you are in this video. फिर 3% of the employer's contribution will be given in the national pension scheme. Yani if state was giving 10% contribution in the national pension scheme, this will be increased to 13%. For example, this is a hypothetical data we are taking. Free healthcare facility and insurance coverage to the spouse, yani कि husband or wife of the government employee, and other benefits as prescribed by the scheme. अब एक बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान दीजिएगा that the benefits under C, D, E and H is for everyone within the state of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, it is for everyone within the state of Uttar Pradesh. It is not only for the government employees. Now, in addition to this, if the people not having two children, they want only one child. Okay, if they want any one child and they go for voluntary sterilization, तो उसमें और additional क्या benefit होंगे? 2 additional और increments मिलेंगे, यानी कि total 4 increments मिल जाएंगे. Free healthcare facilities and insurance coverage to the single child till he or she attain the age of 20 years. ठीक है? Preference to single child in the educational institution admission, free education up to graduation level, scholarship in higher studies for the girl child. The single child will also be preferred in government jobs and such other benefits as prescribed by the state government. Okay, now it is not only for government employees, for general public also. What benefits are available? B, C, D, E, F. It is available for general public also. Okay, general public also. Now, what are the disincentives? ये तो incentives थे. ठीक है, what will be the disincentives? First disincentive is that a person who is having more than 2 children after the passing of this act or the commencement of this act, that person will not be available or eligible for having any of the incentives or benefits provided just before this slide, and they are also debarred from the additional incentives, like they will not be getting any welfare out of the government sponsored schemes. The limit of ration card will be only 4 for the family members, and other disincentives on the case to case basis. ठीक है, on the case to case basis और सारे disincentives हम आपको बताएंगे. ठीक है, अब क्या है? पहला disincentive है that if a person is having more than 2 children after the commencement of this act, that person cannot contest the local body elections. ठीक है, the person will be ineligible to contest local body elections. ठीक है, a person who is already a member of a local body and having more than 2 children during the commencement of this act, so those person will not be debarred. ठीक है, those person will not be debarred. लेकिन anyone who is having more than 2 children will have to give an undertaking that they will not violate this act, though they should not be having more than the number of children they already have. अगर उन्होंने ये अंडरटेकिंग 1 year के अंदर दे दी तो इट्स फाइन, एंड इफ दे हैव वायलेटेड द अंडरटेकिंग देन दे विल बी डिसमिस्ड फ्रॉम द लोकल बॉडीज. ठीक है, दिस इज द disincentive. Another disincentive is that any person who is having more than two children, after the commencement of the act, they will not be eligible to apply in the government jobs. If they apply in the government job and they have more than two children before the commencement of the act, they have to give an undertaking. Okay, they have to give an undertaking that they within 1 year they will not be having any more children after the commencement of the act. If a person is already a government servant, उनके लिए eligible नहीं है, लेकिन उन्हें भी undertaking देनी होगी within 1 year. And if a person violates that undertaking, that person will be immediately dismissed from the services. ठीक है, dismissed from the services. और क्या है, there will be bar on the promotion. If a person is having more than 2 children and that person has more children, that person has not given any undertaking, then that person will not be eligible for promotion. And if a person after the commencement of act is having more than 2 children, then that person will not be eligible for any promotion. ठीक है, तो जो already है and those who have more than 2 children, they have to give an undertaking, and if they violate, they will not be promoted. If they are in service and after the commencement of act they have more than 3 children, they will not be eligible for promotion. ठीक है, and if they are present government employee and they apply for promotion, and they have more than 3 children and they have not provided the information about it, so they will not only be allowed to be promoted, rather they can also lose their jobs. Okay, they can also lose their jobs. So this is eligible, or this is the condition applicable for the government employees. गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी के लिए भी लिमिटेशन है, यानी कि जिनके भी 2 से ज्यादा बच्चे होंगे उन्हें गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी नहीं मिलेगी. ठीक है, उन्हें गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी नहीं मिलेगी. ठीक है, और क्या डिसइंसेंटिव है कि एक्सेप्शंस इसके अंदर क्या प्रोवाइड है. इफ अ पर्सन इज अडॉप्टिंग अ चाइल्ड, दे हैव 2 चिल्ड्रन एंड दे वांट टू अडॉप्ट द थर्ड चाइल्ड अंडर द गिवन एक्ट, दैट इज हिंदू अडॉप्शन एंड मेंटेनेंस एक्ट, द जुवेनाइल जस्टिस एक्ट और द गार्डियंस एंड द वार्ड एक्ट 1890 और एनी अदर एक्ट, तो वो एक से ज्यादा बच्चे, वो 2 से ज्यादा बच्चे दे कैन हैव, बट दिस कैन ओनली बी 1. मतलब वो एक से ज्यादा अडॉप्ट नहीं कर सकते इन एडिशन टू देयर 2 चिल्ड्रन. इफ one or both the child are suffering from any disability, then they can have the third child. ठीक है, but only one child is allowed. In case unfortunately a child passes away from earlier pregnancies, then they are allowed to have the third child. And if a couple conceives a child within 1 year from the date of commencement of act, then also the provisions of this bill will not be applicable to those couples. ठीक है, make sure कितनी भी exception हो, more than 3 children are not allowed within the family. More than 3 children are not allowed within the family. अब गवर्नमेंट ने भी अपनी ड्यूटीज आइडेंटिफाई करी है in this act. First, they will implement the revised state population policy. They will establish maternal centers at all primary health center. They will distribute and encourage use of contraceptive pills, condoms, etc. through healthcare centers and NGOs. They will spread awareness about family planning methods to community health workers such as ANM, that is auxiliary nurse midwife, or ASHA, that is accredited social health activist. They will ensure mandatory registration of pregnancies, deliveries, birth and death across the state. They will distribute iron and vitamin capsules and tablets amongst the expecting mothers. They will conduct regular vaccination and immunization drives to protect the children from various health risks. ठीक है, they will protect the children from various health risks. Government will also try to encourage the communication between husband and wife, where they will be focusing upon family planning, and they will provide massive information education campaigns so that people understand the benefits of small families and birth spacing between their children. ठीक है, at the same time, population control will be introduced in the school curriculum. Compulsory insurance cover in case there is a failure of tubectomy and vasectomy, and the population fund will be utilized for the implementation of this act. This is what state is planning to do. अब क्या पहली बार है that UP is having or any state is introducing any such policy? No. The first population policy by UP was in the year 2000, where they achieved almost all their goals except the total fertility rate. Okay, they achieved almost all their goals, but they could not achieve the total fertility rate. For example, from the 15% of institutional deliveries, that institutional deliveries increased to 67.8% by 2015-16. The maternal mortality rate reduced from 707 to 197. The infant mortality rate reduced from 83 to 43 in 2016. ठीक है, तो काफी बेनिफिट हुआ है इस पॉलिसी के थ्रू, बट स्टिल द फर्टिलिटी रेट कुड नॉट बी अचीव्ड. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए अ न्यू पॉलिसी वाज नीडेड. अब रीजंस क्या है? द रीजंस ऑफ द हाई पॉपुलेशन इन एनी रीजन, फर्स्ट इज इलिटरेसी एंड पॉवर्टी. Illiteracy and poverty because people, they rely more on manual labor, and they believe that more hands in the family means more income, so that tends to have more number of children in the family. The limited resources, they fail to provide a accessible or secure life to the individuals, for which they tend to not come out of their poverty, which leads to more hands and more income policy in the minds of the people. And people do not understand the benefits of the birth spacing, or they, even though they know the benefits, they cannot have the quality reproductive health services because of the lack of availability, accessibility and affordability of the contraceptive measures or any other family planning methods. ठीक है, तो इसकी वजह से the need of a family planning policy is there. अब क्यों स्टेट को जाना पड़ रहा है? Why not we have a central policy for population? The reason is that in every state the total fertility rate is different. Look at this data of Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, ठीक है, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Delhi, where the average number of children to a couple is 1.7, 1.6, 1.7. But in the states like Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, the total fertility rate is high. लेकिन अगर हम all India level देखें तो total fertility rate is 2.2 only, and in very short time it will reach to 2.1. So state level focus is needed in our country because of the differences in the state level data. ठीक है, this is what we need to understand about the new policy that has been introduced by the state of Uttar Pradesh. Question, simple question ये बन सकता है that which state has introduced its new population policy? You know that it is Uttar Pradesh. What are your views about this policy? Is the policy good? The policy can have these opinions जो आप यहाँ दे सकते हैं. We can provide those opinions to the website of the UP government also, because the draft bill is still open for the public opinion. So please in the comment section tell us what you feel about this policy, and please give your informed suggestion to us. And if you want the data or the PPT of this video, you can join our Telegram channel, that is edubridge_IAS, where you are not only provided with the data of this video, where you will also be getting daily current affairs, you will be getting daily quiz and any update related to the UPSC preparation. Okay, so this is what we had to discuss in this topic. If you are appearing for 2021 and you want to or you wish to change your examination center, UPSC has opened the facility for the same on its website. Please go and change your center if you feel like giving the exam in your respective home centers. Okay, please do that, and also make sure you take good care of yourself and your family members. Thank you very much, and we'll see you with another topic in EduBridge IAS and News. Thank you.